Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sal over at HappyPennyStocks.com. I wanted to make this quick video to talk to you guys about how exactly to get started in penny stocks. Now, I know my bed over there is kind of a mess, but just got back in and just wanted to talk to you guys about how to get started investing in penny stocks. I get this email constantly. So I wanted to talk to you guys today and get it out of the way for those of you who are new, how to get started right now investing in penny stocks. Now, first of all, you need to know what penny stocks are. Penny stocks represent companies that make less than about $5 million a year. Okay? These companies are small, unknown, many times development stage companies that are seeking the ability to get new ways to fund their businesses and activities by offering ownership in their company over the counter, or OTC. The OTC exchange, or the over the counter exchange, is made up of basically one exchange, which is called OTC Markets. OTCMarkets.com is, or was, I should say, made up of many smaller exchanges, but have combined to become what is called OTC Markets. The OTC market allows these companies to be traded to the public with little or no, harsh regulatory guidelines that you would find maybe on NASDAQ or the Dow. Those exchanges require years of actual business activity, certain amounts of revenue, and most importantly, they require the stock to be traded at a certain price. So, you know, OTC has none of those guidelines. Many OTC companies do not generate any revenue at all. But again, those are what we call the development stage companies. Now, let's be clear, folks. Many of your corporations today, your major corporations today, were once development stage companies. Okay, so the OTC market is a great way to get invested into companies that maybe one day down the road will become something great. But like right now, they are small, unknown companies with very little revenue and business activity. What makes the ability for you to generate significant amounts of ROI possible is that the OTC market is very momentum based. It's very how do I explain it? It's very ADD. Okay, certain industries get hot at certain times. Certain promoters get behind certain companies, and because of that, they generate the kind of momentum where large amounts of money are put into stocks that you know um, take their share prices, take their stock prices at to unbelievable levels. And this is where you have the ability to make significant amount of return on investment. Okay, a stock that opens at a penny could receive a contract from a much larger company or a state or any other business, and that kind of news generates the kind of investment that can drive the stock price up 100, 200, 300% or more in a matter of minutes, sometimes hours, or over the course of a month or two. So it's very, very important to understand that these stocks, again, are momentum driven, and that momentum does fade and sometimes dies altogether. So you want to be able to be flexible enough that you can get in and out of a trade. These are not investments, to be made over the period of 3, 4 years. These are not those kind of companies. All right, like any other company in America, especially new company, the possibility for failure is really great. They say that 9 in 10 businesses, I guess, fail within 12 months. Obviously, these companies are not companies that have just kind of popped up out of nowhere. They do have somewhat of a track record, but the possibility for failure is high with these companies as well. But again, you're not invested in these companies long enough for you to experience that kind of loss. And if you are, chances are your investment strategy needs some real serious updating. But as a momentum driven investor, you're looking for companies that are in the now. You're looking for companies that are in play, so to speak, that you have a promoter out there that's promoting the company. Maybe you have news driving momentum in the stock. Or like I said, you may be looking for a stock that's kind of in the fad, or in that's hot right now. As of the recording of this video, marijuana stocks are very, very popular. Colorado just legalized marijuana. So weed stocks or companies that are involved in the cannabis industry are very, very hot right now. So those are stocks that you want to properly be invested in. Okay, so this is what's called the small cap stock market, or the small cap world, so to speak. And again, it's very, again, momentum driven. I hate to say that all, over and over again, but that's what it is. It's a very momentum driven sector of the stock market. Okay, and it's where someone like yourself who doesn't have a lot of money can bring in $500, $1,000, $50, and can turn that small little bit of money into significant amounts of wealth. You can do that. Okay, the amount of percentage on return on investment that you can achieve in the small cap stock market it overwhelms anything you could receive on the NASDAQ, or the Dow. All right, folks, it just trumps anything out there. Now, my recent penny stock promotion, TXGE, you guys know that today alone, just today, all right, the day I recorded this, you guys received over 25% on your money today. All right, today. That's what you got by investing in my penny stock. I'm a very, very successful promoter. You can look at my other promotions. But now that you guys got a little, I don't want to go into that right now, but now that you guys have an idea of what a penny stock is, you probably want to know, how can I get my hands on a penny stock or start buying penny stocks? Second, you need a broker. You need a licensed professional, or you need a licensed company that has the ability to buy shares on the open market. There are many brokers out there: E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Questrade, SureTrader. There are many other brokers out there. Now, I prefer that you select TD Ameritrade, because I like TD Ameritrade because they are, also a bank. They're trusted by, thousands, millions of people. And number one, I know that if I invest my money there using them, that I'm going to get paid on time. That it's something that it's something that I don't have to worry about my money. It's well trusted. It's well-oiled machine at TD Ameritrade, just like you probably have at E-Trade too. But TD Ameritrade has some special other features that I've talked about in another video, Best Broker for Penny Stocks. So go look at that video if why I really like you to go with TD Ameritrade. So once you selected your broker, how do you find penny stocks to buy? All right, well, this is what I want you to do, and this is what I did. Set up an email account that is specifically only for your trading activity. Once you've done that, I want you to Google penny stock newsletters, okay? Once you Google penny stock newsletters, there are literally hundreds of penny stock newsletters out there. And I want you to sign up for as many of them as possible to that new email address you just signed up. You will be inundated with hundreds of emails about promotions out there. I want you to start getting in the habit of reading these penny stock newsletters. I want you to read them, go over them, understand the lingo, read the disclaimers, understand how this is being sold to you, understand the momentum part of the penny stock business, understand that this is a kind of here and now kind of business, and this isn't something that you kind of sleep on, all right? when it comes to penny stock investing, you really don't have time to kind of digest the information. You've kind of got to react or pass it, pass it on and not take advantage of the opportunity. And sometimes it works in your favor and sometimes it doesn't, because you end up losing out on what could have been a couple 100% return on your investment. Now, once you start getting these emails, like I said, read them, go over them, but also, do your due diligence, okay? Review what's in the, what's in the emails. When a promoter said, "Hey, I got you 100% in the last 2 days," take the ticker symbol out of the email, go to Yahoo Finance, OTC Markets, BigCharts.com, wherever you look up your financial information, and look at the ticker and look at the stock itself. Was the stock up 200% in the last 2 days? Was it up 300% in the last week? A lot of these promoters say a lot of things that just aren't true, okay? They're not true. They don't, a lot of the claims they make are not true. And these are the guys who send out emails. You never know who they are, where they're from, anything about them. They don't want to show you anything about their face. But, a lot of times they're liars. You're going to really find out who the real legit promoters are and the guys who are just sending out a bunch of bullshit emails and hoping that you buy shares off them, because that's really what they're doing. They've stocked up and they're hoping that you buy it off them. So you're going to quickly find who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. All right. So once you've done all this, folks, you're now in the game. And basically from here on out, it's just really being able to take advantage of opportunities when they come, snatching up opportunities when they come, because in the penny stock, sector of the stock market, it really is kind of like it's a little bit of luck, but it's a lot of just being ready for those opportunities, being in the right place at the right time, finding and catching those swings in the trade, because you really don't want to get caught in and being the last guy with the potato, because it really is kind of a hot potato kind of thing. So for those people who feel like it's dangerous, it's risky. Well, I mean, life is dangerous and risky, folks, but the opportunity to make, the type of money that you would otherwise never be able to make in your life is very, very possible with this, okay? Because you're starting off with, first of all, a little bit of money, and it's never an industry that allows you to kind of just dump $50,000 in. It's not going to be possible, because getting your money out is going to be hard. So you're always going to be playing with reasonable or moderate amount of money. So you're always going to be able to kind of get in and get out when you're not playing with huge sums of money like that. And more importantly, it allows the little person out there, those of you watching who only have $50 or $100, to participate. You want to be involved in a market that allows you to win, okay? There are a lot of you guys who have $50 or $100, $150, and you're buying stocks like Facebook and Twitter and all those stocks that you honestly can't do anything with, because you're only buying 2 or 3 at a time. In order to make the kind of return on investment you need to be involved in an arena where you can buy large amounts of stock for very little money. And that is the penny stock market. It allows you to buy large amounts of stock, okay, for $100, $300, $400 or less, okay? And as those stocks go up, you generate large amount of return on investment on what little capital you put on in the first place. So the ability to make large sums of money is there, and it's there with penny stocks. And I can't tell you enough that you need to get started investing right now in penny stocks. Look, folks, again, I've said in this video, you don't have to put in your life savings. Nobody's telling you to do that. That's ridiculous. But you need to start getting your money working for you, because 3%, 4% on that terrible mutual fund that you're getting at work is not going to get you to a point where at 55 you can rest on your laurels. All right? It's not going to get you to a point where you can have the ability to take, to go on a vacation, to to buy a, to buy a condominium. All right, you're not going to be able to do that. Um, investing in things like Coca-Cola that makes 2 or 3 or 4%. Okay, I've been able to get my own condo because I've been able to invest in penny stocks, and the amount of money that I've been able to, take from that has allowed me to do many other things in my life. All right, but it's not about me. Okay, it's about you. It's about you being able to do what you need to do for yourself. All right, the things that you've wanted to accomplish for a very long time, but you haven't. If you don't have the ability to start a business, you need to get behind people who have the ability to do that. All right, it costs 25, 35, $40,000 to become a public company. Okay, there are tons of forms you need to fill out. There's legal advice that you need to receive to become a public company. These people have already done the hard work. What you're doing is you're being the capital they need to move their business from one step to the next. And you can profit off that. Is for the first time in your life, you're the bank. You're the person that the company comes to, in order to reach its agenda, in order to meet its goals. Okay, you decide, all right, I'm going to get behind this, I'm going to get behind that. You are now the lender, and the money that you receive, your return on investment, that's the price. That is the thank you get from those companies as their stock price goes up. And let me tell you something, folks. It is very, very generous, the kind of money that you can make investing in penny stocks. I can go on and on about it. You've seen my plays. You've seen the work that I put out there. But the fact of the matter is, folks, you need to get started right now. Okay? Your money is not working for you in the bank. It's not working for you in your mutual fund. It's not working for you in that 401k that you have at work that's terrible, that they're taking fees out. I'm making more money, okay, in my in my penny stocks that I will ever make in a mutual fund that was paying me when I was working for T-Mobile. Okay? Number one, as you guys know, I wasn't even getting enough hours at the job to even qualify for their 401k plan. So, again, and I don't want to talk about that. Basically, I just want you to know that this is something that you really need to get yourself involved in, especially if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of money, but you have dreams of being something, of doing things, of taking your life to the next level. You have to get involved in the stock market in some way. If penny stocks is not for you, fine. Go do the NASDAQ Dow 3% a year. Just do something to get your money working for you, because you're working for money. Why isn't your money working for you? All right? But for me, penny stocks is the way to go. I do this. I love this business. I love penny stocks. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I want you to love it as well. I want you to get to know it. I want you to get hooked on it as much as I'm hooked on it. I want you to see the kind of return on investment, the kind of money that you can make, all right, by being involved in this business. All right. It's LaSallo at happypennystocks.com. Thank you for watching. Get started investing today. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.